All right. Let's see how many people show up. Probably like one. No, my mom will show up. That's for sure. Um, but it'd be great. I tagged Gary. See if he's gonna come in. All right. Did that too. Um. So let's go watch him. Bring them on camera. Gary's there. What's up? You
You
working
good?
out?
Nah, I just got off work.
Oh yeah. Gotta work 12-hour shifts. Go
Yeah,
get some.
yeah,
That's crazy.
for sure.
You got a droid?
I have a Droid what?
A Droid phone? Because that's what it looks like, all pixelated. Just saying,
I
throwing
have
that
a.
out there.
Oh, I'm outside. Let me scoot up against the wall. I'm
Yeah.
outside, bro, and it's a Samsung. I don't know what Droid means.
All right. There you go. No, I don't know. You look great though.
I
By the
know.
way, stop running at 4 o'clock in the morning. You make me feel bad because I
Don't
thought
don't
I
don't feel
I
bad.
thought I was like, dude, I'm gonna run at 5:15 in the morning, and then I get a text like Gary's like, I'm already done, bro. I'm like, oh, all right. Well,
Yeah, but don't
no,
don't be. It's not something. I'm not proud of it. All right, I go to
that's
work at 6. I go to work at 6. I gotta wake up at 3:50 to go run. It's not enjoyable.
he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go work at 4. I'm gonna go do like a workout. I'm like, okay. So I look at mine, and Gary's like 4 miles in.
I
Uh,
also don't do anything
go
else throughout
get
the
it.
day. I don't do anything else to help. I
Just work.
I just
Just
work.
work. Dude, I seriously, I thought I was a badass. I was like, man, you know what, dude? I'm running at 5:15. Nobody's home, bro. No days off. And then Gary's like, hey, man, just finished my 4 mile run. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, God. I was like, man.
I think what it is for me is I enjoy doing things that I know other people aren't doing. There's
Yeah.
something like I love running and watching the cars pass by and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's 95 degrees outside," or "Oh my God, it's 4 o'clock in the morning." Something about that just kind of gets me going.
If I saw you, I'd be like, oh my God, it's a Care Bear, and it's running. I wonder what special power they have, or something. I don't know. I mean, for me, it is like that. You know what's funny though is that it's funny. It's funny for me, but to make fun of you. But I think what's funny is when you go like when you go in the morning and it's like it hurts. It's like up here too, especially in the winter, it'll get cold. It'll be like 30 something degrees or like 20 something degrees outside, and you're like breathing in the air, and you're like man, this sucks. Stupid. Like, why would you do this? You know what I mean? Like, why would this do this to yourself?
Yeah,
But you do it anyways. You got to get it done, and you feel crappy if you don't get it done.
I
Gerard
do.
called me. Gerard called me. It's like 7:30. I called him, I think, or I know yeah, he
Like,
called me. And who knows? And he called me. Gabriel's coming on. So and he called me and he was like, "Hey, look." He's like, I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Dude, I'm like full of sweat, bro. It's like 7:30." I was like, "I ran 2 miles and went to the gym, and the corona's all messed up the gym for me already because I have to wear a mask and you have to do all kinds of stuff and so it's not really like and it opens later. It's open at 5, so I used to get in there at 5 and get all my stuff done. Now it's like at 6. Now it's kind of a little bit different for me in my schedule, but I end up doing it anyways, and
sure.
but a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I just got to Monday, at least Monday through Friday. I have to.
Yeah,
I have to. It's
and
become more of a what is it like? I don't know. Like I put on my shoes to go to work.
yeah,
Like I put on my boots to go to work. I
yeah,
gotta I gotta run. I gotta run before I go to work. It's just something
yeah.
I do.
It is the same thing for me. Like I gotta go and do it. And sometimes I'm like, dude, this is stupid. Like I think all the way till I'm there, I'm like, dude, I get to the light pole and then I start moving and I'm like, okay, this is stupid. Like, and then finally I'm like, all right, let's go. And then I'm like, oh, dude, my time's gonna suck. Like I just hear it in my bag. Oh, 5 minutes. You have five
Yeah,
minutes. You get 0.25 miles.
yeah.
You know.
Like and then once
Um,
you get done, you're
but it,
like, I'm just glad I got up. Like it just it's something. It's a different level, bro. It really does. Like for me, it's I feel like I think better. I'm less agitated going in. Like I already don't want to go in, so I'm less agitated already. Not going, like having run and worked out. It's great, dude. It's a great feeling.
Yeah,
But
I can't bring Gabriel on because Gabriel wants to, but you only have two people,
it's
so
fine. I'm more important.
it is it is what it is. You're a little picky, by the way.
How am I
It's all
pixel?
good. I don't know. Maybe in my phone it is, but it doesn't matter. What you guys were talking about yesterday was space and all this stuff, and so I
It's
had to.
it's one of those words though. It's one of those words that you know that's what you have to do, but you don't want to say it. Like you don't want to be like, I gotta sacrifice, or like you don't want to
Yeah,
describe what you have to sacrifice in order to accomplish anything. Like or that maybe that's just a me thing. Like I hate saying like, well, I can't do this, I gotta go do that. It irks me. But if I just do it, I know what I'm doing. I know it's what it's called,
I,
you know?
yeah. I think it's kind of like you don't want to say sacrifice, like, oh man, I'm sacrificing a lot, because it's like, what are you sacrificing? I mean, time is a lot for some people. It is, right. You don't want to waste time, because time is a lot of, we can wait, really literally waste your time. Like you
Yeah.
can't do anything done. So today, like I got off of work, I went down to the Philly house that we had, and I went to go get a couple things set up with them and getting all that done. Then I drove around to where another property that we might buy in Philly, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? And by the time I got home, it's like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, man, I was like, I don't really think about it, like, oh, it's late. I know, but it's taking time away from stuff, and it's not a waste of time. I got stuff done. It's just,
I mean, you're back about 7.
yeah,
I
but
mean, in the grand scheme of things, I go in at 6 and I get off at 6, and there's no real room for me to go drive around. Like it's already
yeah,
sit,
yeah,
and then by the time I even get out to the parking lot, it's almost 6:15. I'm just like,
yeah. I mean, that's, yeah, exactly, and sucks, Gary.
it does,
No,
dude. It
sucks.
does, dude. But like, I try to squeeze
Yeah,
everything into those 4 hours because I only get 4 hours from when I clock out 6 to 10 because I gotta go to sleep at 10 because I gotta wake up at 3:50 to go run.
yeah,
So it's like
yeah,
I gotta squeeze in those 4 hours of whatever I can do, whether it's family time, pet the
yeah. And
dog, like
you're on,
whatever it is.
you're on the phone with me, and
Yeah.
it's like
So
we're like,
they're eating
fine.
dinner, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll have some left. It's okay.
Okay, good. I'm sorry I didn't make
It's
your dinner. I was gonna go out by myself, but I feel all weird by myself. I don't know why. I think I'm like codependent. I need somebody to get ideas off of or something.
yeah. Why not
Um,
me? Why not
why
me?
not be Gary? I called Gerard, but Gerard to be busy. Gerard to be talking to me, and then he'd be like texting somebody at the same time. You
It's
know what
always weird when you three-ways somebody from work. You're like, do
I
I
mean?
not man just do it? I was like, should I stop talking or what are we
Yeah, yeah,
doing? But no,
exactly.
dude, that sacrifice, dude, is I don't know. To me, it's a word, dude, that I hate saying. I just hate it. I
Yeah.
guess because like you know that's what you have to do, but then when you like to I don't know say it out loud, you're like,
The worst is,
but
I'll tell you what,
but
the worst.
it's worth
I
it.
know the worst is Gabriel. Gabriel's the worst because you know why? Because he makes you feel like crap because you're not doing as much as he's doing. You know what I mean?
Well, like I
And
don't think it makes you feel like crap, but it definitely questions like
I know, and
we still have the same 24 hours, right? Like
yeah,
I have the same 24 hours as you.
Gabriel functions on like 4 hours of sleep though. Like I don't think I
If
can function on 4 hours of sleep. I
if
can
that
function on 5, but
if that
Gabriel, you can't come in. It's like only 2 people. I'm sorry, not trying to be. It's just they only allow 2 people to come in. I already approved you already, and they gave me the rules. There's already a guest on the broadcast. Sorry. Next time, I did a live with Gabriel. I did a live last week. I was in bed, and I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. And it's like 9:30 my time, and
Gabriel's the only one watching. Right
yeah,
now.
I pick on him. He's like, oh, it is. Why would you want to watch it? He's not talking about anything.
He's like,
Uh,
why do you want two people just talking on the phone?
yeah. But it's funny. It's like because Gabriel's like, yeah, man. He's like, goes all, he's amped up. He's like, wait, go to my mom. I'm just like, dude, I'm just like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But
No,
I didn't. I did a sacrifice. I actually got Gabriel and me in a live. He's like, want to do a live? And I was like, when? He's like, right now. I'm like, okay, let's go.
let's
Um,
go.
but it is what it is. I sacrifice watching a show. But I think for for us, I mean, for us as being individuals, and I think one of our best characteristics, and I was reading about this today, reading as in I was listening to an audio tape book that we do. We do that sometimes.
I
We
do it
always
all the time.
audio books. Who's reading a book nowadays? Nobody. Nope.
My library on audio is ginormous.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I'm just getting like I'll just read an audiobook, do the
Yeah.
work. It was talking about like resourcefulness and being resourceful. And then I thought about being resourceful. And I remember one Christmas for all of us, we were I don't know, I mean you were probably not even born. You know what I mean?
Probably not.
If you were you were like a year old. Anyways, we got these one like these little cars. We didn't obviously didn't get much for Christmas, but we had a like a little kit car thing, right? Like a real battery powered car.
Okay.
And it was like, man, we got these toys. It's like, let's do something. And Greg and like Gabriel and all of us, we made like a huge track, of messed up wood we had, some chicken fence, and all kinds of stupid. We just big obstacle course. And I was like, dude, that was like the most fun we ever had. Holy, awesome! We'd run those little cars, and I remember, and it was, it's funny. It's because, and I was like, we were really resourceful for kids. You didn't even know it. And I think about like all the stuff we're doing. Well, we're just really resourceful. We go out there and just try things,
Yeah.
else. And if it doesn't work, we try something else. And if it doesn't work, we keep trying something else, And it was talking about also about carrying, like having this, the idea, like a football, like you get it on the 1 yard line, but you got to make a touchdown out of it. And a lot of people will carry the idea to 10, 20 yard line and be like, you know what, forget it. I won't be able to carry this idea longer because it's just too hard. There's no way.
Yeah.
And I thought about that, and I was like, that's kind of how we are with our ideas. We're carrying this idea about MoBros. We got this, it's like idea, like how we want to run our business, and we're just kind of carrying it all the way down to the end zone. But it's hard, you know what I mean? Tackled, you're going back every now and then. Sometimes you get intercepted, like it's just that way, and I see it. I feel, and it was a good analogy because I was thinking that's how we are. We kind of have this idea, we're kind of to push it, but we really got to try really hard to get it down the field, and got to push it all the way to the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with like you said, like, well, and like and just another way of saying it, like the lack of actual things, like the more your imagination runs wild, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like who puts tarp down, lathers up with soap, and then that's our slipping slide down the back hill in the back house. You know what I mean? Like in the back of the house. Like it's just stuff like that. I would like to say resourcefulness. Like we do that. We, whatever we can find, we use to our advantage. But at the same time, like it's like Gabriel's like even Gerard, like how his ideas with his own business, and Gabriel with ideas with like terms and what you can offer people. It's just our imaginations. I don't think we have like a lot of limits to what our mind, like how it operates, like in our field of expertise,
And I think it goes down to when you start like thinking about how you're going to get stuff done. It's really just making those ideas and then trying to keep it moving forward. You know what I mean? And with different ideas or different ways to do things, like there's always a way to do something, always a way to get something done. And you just going and trying, and the people that try the most, you get to win. And we always talked about it. We talked about it the other day. It's like you solve enough problems, you get to go home, like that movie. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. But if you don't, like if you get stuck like on the 20, 30 yard line, you know what I mean? Like, and you're like, I'm just going to kick a field goal. It's like, you got to have that in you to like, let's push this all the way and get it down the field. But, you got to try different things. You got to try different plays. You got to go do things they're not used to doing, and
for
to make that.
Man. Yeah. And I think that, like you said, like you were talking about Gabriel, like he has like this, he sometimes, like, I guess you could say, like kicks into another gear, bro.
Yeah.
And whether it's like what he's going to do at his house or what kind of idea he's going to come up with, to make a deal on a house, or even Gerard with his business. Like Gerard, you get him, like you get him talking about security. He's like, well, we could do this and we can do that right now, and I might have to move this around and do that, and I'm gonna think about other ideas to
Yeah.
bring in. I was like, too, like, how are you still doing that? But you got up at 6 o'clock in the morning Sunday, did 2 miles, and then you know went about your day. Then you came in, did MoBros with me. Then you took off and you had to go spend time with family and all that. It's like how, not how, but it's that extra gear. I think that we all kind of have it in
Yeah.
other ways, in other forms, but it's always that extra gear. And I think that a lot, like, oh, what is it? Like Goggins always says, like, people only use 40% of their brain or
Yeah.
30% or whatever. And it's up to you to start, challenging that extra 70. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's up to you. And it's fine if you don't. It's fine if you don't. If you're fine, you're fine. You
Yep.
can't argue with that. You can't make people be something they're not. But I think
Mm-hmm.
that if you're like, a person that has a job 12 hours a day and
Yeah.
is just not, I mean, it provides for the family, but it's not what you want to do. Maybe it's time to, click into that extra 70, 60%.
Maybe. Maybe. Just saying. Not
Just
throwing anything.
saying,
Saying.
not throwing any names out,
Not.
but
No, but
it's
it's a
some,
big doing
yeah.
anything like that. That's not something you want to take lightly. You got bills to pay. You got people to take care of. You don't want to be reckless. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to just be like, I'm just gonna go all after it. Like, dude, you got bills, bro. Like
Yeah,
you probably shouldn't be doing that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But like it is. It is the way it is. And I think the most you do, as far as you're concerned, Gary, I think you're doing whatever you can do for us, and that's cool. You know what I mean? I think everybody's doing as much as they can right now, seeing how we're getting busy with a bunch of different things, and I'm getting busy up here with
Okay.
a lot of stuff going up here. So,
Well, yeah, we also
uh,
like, and like, you don't get enough credit either. Like, you you do a lot of the legwork. Like, you do a lot, yeah. Like, because you're not like, you don't have all the time in the world either. But it's like, all of a sudden it's like, hey, look, I printed out this whole like essay for the website. Tell me what I think. We're like, you didn't have time to do that. And it's like, have you been holding that in your back pocket, just waiting for the website to come up so you can post it?
I'll I'll be honest with you, it's a lot of plagiarism. So don't like score that or
If I
like auto
was
script.
gonna say it, I'm
I mean,
not.
do not put it in any kind of software where it could be binding legally. You know what I mean? That's just the way it happens. I got 60 more of those games, to be honest with you.
In
They're
your
ready
back
to go
pocket.
every day.
I believe you. I believe you, man.
Every
I'm just saying, dude. Like, I think that, um, you know, what's encouraging also with this is that we see each other. Like, we're just talking. All we're doing is talking about how better our brothers are than we are. Like, that's all we do. And it's like,
yeah,
it's that mindset you gotta have. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I guess they're gonna do it all, or are you gonna
yeah.
be like, I need to do something, so I want to do equal or more.
Everybody's on a team, right? So everybody kind of bumps each other up. That's what's kind of cool about reinforcing all of us against each other is that we have mentality like, oh, you're doing work, then I'm doing work. You know what I mean? If you're doing it, then I'm
Yeah.
doing it. Like, that's not no. So I think that's a really good thing that we have that we're trying to do. So there are people in the back that are like, hey, dude, where's this dude at? Like, why is he doing it live? So, but it's all good. No, it's all good. I get it. It's ready. It's ready like 8 here for me. Like I'm ready to go to bed.
For sure, dude.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, and just thanks for coming on. So appreciate it.
No, no problem, guys. Hey, Mo Bros, everybody, whoever watched,
MoBros.
just hit
Watch
us
the
up,
Sunday.
guys.
I'll post the YouTube video on the page so you can watch it again.
Oh,
All right.
awesome, dude. Thanks,
All
man.
right. Later.
Love you.
Love you too, man. See you.